You can have this.
That is, if you're willing to pay.
No! You'll never get a cent out of me! Never! I'd rather
Die.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Why are you there?
Are you struggling to win on FIFA because your team is really bad?
This team fucking sucks!
Do you need coins for a cheeky new team?
I need it!
You can head over to u7buy.com for cheap, fast and reliable coins, and if you use code Mcjell, you'll get a 5% discount.
Niggas move like hoes on did it, bitch!
Okay, boys and girls, so just before we jump into this video, I just want to say for the rest of this video, there is not going to be a webcam. Basically, lads, I've been wanting a new camera for a little while now, because I've been using a digital camera for, like, forever now, and I've wanted, a decent webcam, just for a number of reasons that I can't be bothered to get into. I wasn't too sure about the settings and stuff like that, and I'd recorded the video, and everything seemed fine, and then when I went to put the camera footage into Premiere Pro, it just was really laggy and stuttering. In fact, I'll just show you. It's easier to show you than explain.
Well, that was absolutely awful.
Obviously, no one wants to see the video like this. It looks fucking terrible. So I've just cut the webcam completely, and it's just, you know, just audio and footage, if that makes sense. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Hope it doesn't fuck up the video for you too much. Yeah, all right. Peace. Alright, boys and girls, so today is going to be a bit of a different video. I'm guessing you guys are pretty fucking tired of FIFA 20 by now, and we're all looking forward for FIFA 21. Obviously, the game is not out yet, so I cannot play it, and EA's not releasing a demo, and not that I particularly care, because the demo is going to be shit anyway. But what they have released, lads, is the top 1,000 players of Ultimate Team. So, naturally, I want to look at those cards and decide on who might be in my starter team. I've already looked at the majority of the players, lads, but there are a lot of cards that I want to talk about today, so I'm just going to try and build like a rough team today on FutBin. It might turn out bad, and there's a good chance that I don't end up building this team because, you know, it's difficult to monitor prices and how much money I'm going to be making off of, you know, the week one. It's a lot of things to consider. Not to mention, I don't know what's going to be good in FIFA 21. Crosses might be really good next year, you know, so I might want to play a more wider formation, so I don't know which formations I'm going to want to use. I don't know which players are going to suit the meta, so there's just a lot of reasons why this team is not like gonna be, it's probably not gonna be the team that I end up getting for FIFA 21, but I don't know, we're gonna fuck around with shit. So, boys and girls, where do we start? What formation should we try? I'm gonna start with a 4-2-2. I find that formation genuinely quite easy to build teams in. Just before we start building, lads, I'm just gonna fill this sub bench up with some players that caught my eye already. So first things first, this guy is always broken in the start of FIFA. Like, he's got incredible pace and really good dribbling and decent enough shooting. He's always really cheap as well, being in the Chinese league.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Also, there's Bakambu, who I actually liked a lot last year. I didn't get a massive opportunity to use him that much, but he was in my starter team. If you guys remember, I ended up picking that Essien, so I got Crespo in its striker, so Bakambu didn't last very long. But from what I did use of him last year, he was actually really fun. I had this amazing front three of El Shaarawy. I know I pronounced that wrong, I'm sorry. We have Bakambu and Cornet, and Cornet has like the 5-star weak foot. That was my front three for like a few days. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with that team. Next up, lads, there's a card that I don't know how, I feel like he could be a lot. This guy could be a lot, but if you look at this card, it's so fucking good, okay? I mean, 85 pace, amazing. He's got just incredible defending there for a starter team. Not the best physical, but good enough. You know, the strength isn't great. But with a Sentinel, this card is going to be a beast at the start of the game. I don't know how much he's going to be. I'm a little bit scared because he has got a lot of pace, and EA's been downgrading a lot of pace stats, so it's a tricky one. But if he's a reasonable price, I would love to get him in a team. I know this card is definitely going to be a lot of money, but you never know. You never know. Somehow, somewhere, you might get the funds for this Sakaria. What a fucking card that is, okay? He was overpowered this year at the start of the game. This this is another level. This is Sissoko round 2. It's actually, he might be better than Sissoko. Looking at it, he's got more pace than Sissoko did. That's such an incredible card. So Zakaria, he's going on the bench there, just, you know, to examine. Next up, lads, I want to look at Promes, because I mean, that card is amazing, and not to mention that position change. I'd love to get him. He's gonna be, I don't know how much he's gonna be, because he plays for Ajax. So he could be cheap, he could be a lot. I don't know. He won't be the hardest to link up, because there are some good sweaty Netherlands players, and there's some good sweaty Eredivisie players. So he could be a lot purely because, you know, he's got the 5-star skills and everything. But it is a nice card, and I do think that you guys should keep an eye out on him, especially with that position change now. That's pretty big. He also gets a green to Malin. Let me have a look at Malin. Let's see what is he good? That's pretty good as well. Like, that's a great green link there. Another card I want to use, lads, that I'd say is pretty unrealistic due to his high rating. I feel like he could be quite a lot at the start of the game, but I think a couple of weeks into FIFA, I definitely feel like we can raise the funds for this guy. Holy shit, what a card, okay? He's got 4 more pace than he did last year. He's got incredible shooting stats there, 93 finishing. This is going to be Immobile is going to be amazing this year. I can just feel it. Next up then, lads, we've got this Tonali card. Now, this Tonali card, on paper, not the best card, okay? But green links to that Immobile. 80 pace is good for the start of the game. Not bad defending and physical. And most importantly, he's non-rare. And I feel like because he's non-rare, people are going to completely sleep on him. It's a great green link to Immobile there. He's got some other good links. He's got a green link to Theo Hernandez, who will be overpowered at the start of the game. So keep an eye on Tonali, okay? I feel like he could be good. And if he gets maybe an inform or something like that, you know, it's going to be a nasty card this year.
Oh, yes.
Now, this card, lads, is going to be an interesting one. Mcjell is now a right back. For the start of the game, I think this is a sick card. I don't know how much he's going to be because he is French fullbacks, the pricing, it could be bad, but he could be a really good defensive like right back. I know he's not going to be amazing going forward, but with 83 pace and 80 defending, he'll stay back and just be an amazing little brick wall for defense. So I'm going to keep an eye on Mcjell. Not to mention he gets a perfect link with Upamecano and Kanate, which are some very nice links there. Another player that caught my eye, lads, was this Rashika card. I used his shapeshift. Was it shape? It was his shapeshifter. I used his shapeshifter this year, and he was pretty good. Why is this not working? I don't want Lema. What's going on? There we go. All right, I want to look at his engage. He looks really good. He could have. Lema, I don't want you. There we go. Right, I just want to look at these engage. The dribbling on this card, 90 agility is fucking nice, okay? He's got 88 pace with 93 acceleration. Not the best shooting, but not bad, all right? You get a little sniper chem style on here. We could have an amazing starter card here in Rashika. Not the best links for this card. Obviously, Nation is going to be a bit difficult, but if you can lock this guy in, that could be a really good starter card. Also quite curious, is Kubo? Kubo's not here. I really hope Kubo is gold this year, because he could be really good, Kubo. I really want Kubo. I want to get Kubo, like, early. If he's, like, 75, 76 rated, I might have to get Kubo, but he's not on the database, so I'm a bit fearful he's still going to be silver. Hopefully not. Ansu Fati's gold. I hope he... Oh, come on. Just please make Kubo gold. That would be amazing. And last but not least, lads, there was another player that did catch my eye when I was looking at potential links to Alex Teixeira. Okay, Renato Augusto. He's got a nice little upgrade this year with a really nice card there. Don't think he'll be too expensive because he's in the Chinese league, so he will be quite slept on.
Oh, I like that.
So, lads, I'm going to try and squeeze some of these cards in here, the ones that I want to get. I mean, Immobile and Tonali are just absolutely... I would love to get the... It's a bit unrealistic to get Immobile, but I think within a week or so, I can definitely save up for Chiro. I definitely think that Tonali won't be too expensive, I don't believe. Now, this part is difficult, lads, because I don't know if I want to go with the Eredivisie or the Chinese league. The Chinese league is almost guaranteed to not be too expensive. The Chinese league is never expensive at the start of the game. I've bought Chinese... Why is it not working? There we go. The Chinese league it's been cheap for the last like 3 years, so I feel like it's a good place to go. And there's a lot of options in the Chinese league as well. If let's say Alex Teixeira is a lot of money, Bakambu probably won't be, you know. There are a few options. So I'm thinking I'm going Chinese league because I'm not sure if Promise is going to be cheap or not, and Malin probably will be a little bit money as well. So I don't know. I feel like if I go Chinese league, it's less of a risk of it being too expensive. I'm trying to think, is there any other Is there any other Chinese league midfielders I've potentially missed out? The big problem with the Chinese league is there's no defenders. There was Miranda last year, who obviously is not very good. And yeah, the midfield and the attack are usually good. The defense is always horrible, so it's a little bit tricky to link everything up. Paulinho should be good this year, shouldn't he? Where's Chinese league? I'm looking for Chinese league. I can't see it. Am I blind? ZSL. We got Talisca, to be fair, could be good. Hamsik looking pretty good. Paulinho's 83. Okay, so he's been downgraded, but he literally looks the same. That Paulinho card is amazing. It looks better than Renato Augusto slightly. I don't know. Will Paulinho be cheap? He should be quite cheap. I mean, if I can link that up there, that would be amazing. So we'd have 2 centre mid / CDMs there. They would be. I mean, Paulinho would be so good at the start of the game. That card is amazing. I'm a bit scared of his price because people will probably want to use Paulinho. Renato Augusto, I feel like, will be cheap. I feel like people will sleep on him. Teixeira won't be too expensive, but he certainly won't be too cheap either, but it'll be a good option. Next up then, lads, we need a Syria midfielder. I'm just gonna suppose that I'm gonna be playing the 4-1-2-1-2 at the start. I might not play it forever, but we'll just suggest that I'm playing the 4-1-2-1-2, because the 4-1-2-1-2 has, for me at least, has been good for the last 2 years. So we'll stick with that. So we'll be switching in game. Who have we got for centre mids? Milinkovic-Savic, he's quite high rated. Nainggolan is usually quite a lot at the start of the game, just because it's Nainggolan. Bonaventura I really liked last year. Bonaventura I went with last year, and he was amazing at the start of the game. And he does get that link to Tonali. So I think Rabiot could be good. He gets the French links. We've got Zielinski, who's not looking too bad for a starter card, you know. We've also got Kessie here, and Kessie gets that Milan link too. Shall we go Kessie or Bonaventura? That's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go Kessie. I like that 87 physical a lot. So that's all linked in too now. That's all locked. I just need to sort the defense out.
I'm so stoked, my dudes.
The defense is a bit tricky because fullbacks are always super expensive in this game at the beginning. And usually they're quite expensive most of the year round. So I usually go with not the quickest fullbacks at the start of the game. I think last year I used, who did I use left back? I can't even remember who I used to, like, some non-rare guy at left back at the very start, and then at right back I used Munier, I think, at the start of the game. I'm feeling Bundesliga because I can get a perfect link from Mcjell here, and then I could go with like Kanate or Upa, which I like the sound of, but I feel like Mcjell could be quite expensive, especially being French. So there is a tricky one. It is not an easy decision. I want to go. Maybe try and get a Ligon thing going on. Let's not go goalie. Let's go centre backs, and we'll go Ligon. We'll have a look at some Ligon centre backs. Where's Ligon? So we've got the obvious choices like Kimpembe, who is going to be really expensive at the start of the game. Denea, what I got at the start of the game, he was like 700 coins. I actually packed him, so I didn't even have to buy him, but he was really cheap and won't be the easiest to link up. We've got Diallo, might be a bit expensive. He does link to Upa. Let's see if we can get Denea in here. That would be good. And then we'll go goalkeeper. We want to go like Lecomte or something here. Lecomte, he's still 80 rated. It's not too bad. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Oh, this is gonna be tough because he would need a perfect. It's gonna have to be French. Or I go Bundes. Let's have a look at the Bundes centre backs before I do anything. Centre back. Bundesliga. What have we got? I did see that Klosterman, but there's no way I'm getting Klosterman at the start of the game. He's gonna be so expensive, lads. You guys do not realize he will be so expensive. All right, so not gonna stay near Klosterman. I feel like Upa will not be. He's been slept on a couple of years now, so I feel like Upa might not be too expensive. Interrega looks all right this year. He's got a little bit of pace there. That might not be a bad starter team centre back. Akanji has been absolutely demolished. He was so good last year. They've absolutely rinsed him. We got Elvedi, looks pretty good as well. Okay, so there are a lot of good options here. There are a lot. Beata gets an amber to Denea. That wouldn't be a. Could I link that up? Is there a Belgium goalie? Goalkeeper. Castel. Ooh, okay, you know what? I've got an idea, lads. I've got an idea. Let's see if we can get that Belgium centre-back in, because he doesn't look bad, and no one will even think of this card. So, let me look at Belgium centre-backs. So yeah, Boyata, I feel like he'll be slept on. He links there. Obviously, right back is going to be the problem. We're going to need a Hamburg right back or a Brazilian Bundes fullback. Okay, so what we got? We've got... Okay, yeah. That's a rip. That's a problem. That's a definite rip. That's a rest in peace, I'm afraid. Unless there's a Belgium full... Meunier plays... Oh, wait, Meunier! He plays for Dortmund now, doesn't he? So we get a Meunier there. Will Meunier be expensive? I don't feel like he will be too bad. He was not expensive last year. I got him last year linking to Denayer, actually. Because he green linked to Denayer, but this time he's going to green link to Beata, so that could work. And all we need here is a Leon left back. And who that is, I don't know. There isn't one. Shit. Okay, maybe... That's all linking, right? So maybe... Lopez in goal? Okay. That's all... Oh, no. Fuck. Okay, I think I've lost it, lads. It's not gonna happen. Let's go back. I was liking that. Oh, that was a really good... On paper, that was good. Because I'm not... The centre-backs there, Denayer and Beata, will honestly not cost that much. So linking that up. If there is a Leon left-back that is like 75 rated and doesn't look too bad, I might try and make that happen. I don't think Meunier would be too bad because he wasn't that expensive last year at the beginning of the game, which is kind of strange actually. But let's go back to the Bundes. I'm going to try... Let's try Upa and Kanate here at centre-back. So it's a guaranteed perfect length, and then we can get Lecomte in goal, and that's locked in. Chinese league fullbacks do not exist, so we will need a Brazilian. We'll either need a French left back, so it would have to be Mcjell, but I feel like it will be quite a lot. If there's a Brazilian left back from the Bundes, is there one? There is not, sadly. Is there a Brazilian right back in the Bundes? Emerson would be a good fullback. Wouldn't be too bad. It wouldn't be too expensive, you know. But Bruno Perez, oh my god, what a card that is from Bruno Perez. Look at that pace, boys. So sadly, we're not going to be able to link that up. And we're not going to be able to do anything, are we? We need a Brazilian fullback or a French, Chinese. It's not going to happen. Or we could go. We'd just have to go with Mcjell. There's just no way around it, is there? We'd have to do that. Because we're not going to get a fullback that's going to link there. We have no choice unless there's... We could go Russell on, but he will be so expensive. Da Costa would be perfect. Can we get... Hinteregger links to Da Costa. Let me see it, boy. I want to see if we can link this all up. Okay, let's go with Hinteregger. I just know that if you've got any pace as a fullback, you just would automatically be really expensive. Da Costa, not the craziest pace on him, will be quite slept on, good physical there, so he won't be unusable. So I like the sound of that. I like that. And then goalkeeper, Galashki might be quite a lot. Won't be too much, but he might be a bit. Left back, the obvious choice here is Theo Hernandez. Like, Theo Hernandez links this all together, but I know for a fucking fact that Theo Hernandez ain't going to be cheap, okay? And there's also Russell, who, again, would be perfect, but again, will not be cheap. So let's have a look. Left backs from the Serie A. We got Rodriguez. Again, not the quickest, not the best, but still. Crescito too could link here because we could switch. We could switch Tonali up there. Oh, no, there's a link. Shit. Okay, we need to keep Tonali here. So it's got to be Milan. It's got to be Milan. So Rodriguez is a good option. Again, not a good card, but it's the beginning of the game, so I'm not too fast. And let's just potentially see left back Bundesliga. Angelino has been crucified. His pace has been absolutely destroyed. We got Willems, who would again be good, but I've already got Hinteregger on that side, and so I need that link. Max would be quite good. It's looking like if I want Upa, let me just go through the centre backs one last time from the Bundesliga. It looks like we're just going to have a full Bundesliga defence, potentially, unless we get Rodriguez. Upa, Hinteregger, Sane, Tar, Zagadou. This guy looks alright. Could get him. A Kanji. I mean, I could get a Kanji. It won't be too expensive now because of his downgrades. Vogata, potentially. I think, do you know what? I think I'm going to go Rodriguez. I'm liking Rodriguez, you know. I think that's good. I think we could, within a week or two, we could definitely save up for this team. I definitely think it. And then I'll save up for Fionan. Oh, I'm an idiot. I need a link here, don't I?
Your brain doesn't fucking work.
Okay, that doesn't work. Change your plans, lads. We're gonna have to do something else. Have we got any good German? If there's a good, I know Klosterman's good, lads. I know he's good, but you know he'll be too much. Is there anyone? Vogata? Everyone else is super slow. Looking at it, lads, it's looking like a Vogata who doesn't look terrible. He just kind of looks really average. If I did that, then I could use this Gunter guy. Do you know what? I'm thinking about it. Vogata for a week, maybe. Save up for Klosterman, who will probably be about close to 20k, I reckon. He'll be about 20k. If we save up for that Klosterman, go into Weekend League with Klosterman, we could be on something here. Huradeki, Castells, Borman. Borman will be Pavlenka or Borman. Either works there. Yeah, I like the look of this team, boys and girls. This Gunter card, don't know if he's going to be cheap or expensive, but there is Philip Max as well, who we can use, who should be probably not cheap or expensive, somewhere in the middle. There is Willems, who if I switch the sides, I can get that all to link up. So I think I like the look of this defence here, boys. The defence is not crazy, but it is the start of the game, so I'm not too fast. You know, the pace is okay here. So it is a bit boring because it's full Bundes. I would like to, you know, maybe not make it 5 Bundesliga players, but it's okay. And obviously I can get any Bundesliga goalkeeper here, so we could just, you know, if Borman's cheap, we'll get Borman. If Pavlenka's cheap, I'll get Pavlenka. Whatever, you know, whatever I can get. I like the look of that team, boys. I think Immobile is maybe a little bit optimistic, but if not, let me just, is there a backup, maybe a Milan striker? Or it doesn't even have to be Milan. It just has to be. Italian. So if I can't quite get Immobile for, I mean, there's Velotti, Caputo. There's plenty of options here, boys. Plenty of options here. So I'm not too fast. I can always start myself off with Caputo, save up for that Ciro Immobile, and in the defence we'll save up for Klosterman, and we can get, we can get Theo Hernandez and stuff like that. But again, there's a lot we can do here. But again, lads, this is probably not going to happen. You know, this is just me optimistically thinking without actually playing the game yet. We don't know how easy it is to be grinding out coins. We don't know what objectives are going to be out. Because there might be a one-touch objective like there was last year. Might be some early door SBCs. You know, in terms of player of the months and stuff like that. We don't know what the team of the weeks are going to look like, so everything is going to change. And not to mention, we've got a couple of 80+ player picks from grinding out objectives on this FIFA, so on FIFA 20, which is like the only good thing that EA put out of the rewards you could earn for FIFA 21 was those 80+ player picks. So if we get something really sweaty in there, we'll probably want to use that. So yeah, anyway, that is a team that my vague imagination can build. I think this is quite nice. I think in a couple of weeks we can make some good upgrades here and there. You know, we can take some players out that don't look so good, and we can do some shit with that. So this team right here, you know, is good. This is a good team that I could grind out for. It'd only take me, I don't know, maybe less than a week to get that team. Probably probably. I could probably get that team in a. Paulinho is a kind of a tricky one. I don't know how much Paulinho is going to be. But other than him, I think everyone else in here is going to be super, super cheap. They will be. I mean, none of those cards are going to be... maybe Renato or Gusto, but most of those cards... In fact, the whole Chinese League thing can go if it's too expensive. I can go with something super cheap here. So, yeah, we can. There's a lot we can work with. But I like that. I like this premise of a 4-2-2. We start off, that Serie A stuff there is good. Defense is cool. I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm touching myself tonight.
But anyway, lads, I think that's going to conclude things. I hope you did enjoy. Super looking forward for FIFA 21, lads. It should be a good year for us. It should be a good year for the channel, and you know, there's going to be some spicy content. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.